years, Sony have developed a unique track record for production of cameras and camcorders for high-end cinematography, such as the HD Cam HDW-F900, Cine Alta camera, the F23, and more recently the F35 and the SOW-9000 which are based on PL mount and a super 35mm sensor. Now, since that time, customers have been asking us what we're planning for the entry and the mid-range of our lineup. And today we're shooting on a new camera, the PMW-F3. Well, the F3 is combining some great performance, so we've got PL mount and super 35mm sensor. It's coming in at a price range below our existing high-end lineup.
The F3 does dovetail beautifully into this gap in the market between DSLRs and the larger sensor cameras. The great thing about the F3 is having a super 35mm sensor, which gives it a fantastic look. Combine that with a PL mounted glass, when you can use Zeiss, Cooke or whatever your choice of quality lenses, gives it a stunning performance.
And what the F3 allows, gives that film look, that control over depth of field, but it also opens up access to that wide range of cinema-style lenses that are available on the market and which people are using from day to day.
These new cameras allow us to use the extensive lens selections that are out there, and the variety of lenses out there is a great step forward. So
where budgets are a little bit more restrained, but we still need that high-quality filmic type look, this camcorder will fit right into that application. We see it as an ideal complement to an F35 or an SOW-9000 PL as a B camera or a second unit camera for that kind of shooting. The PMW-F3 has been designed for a whole range of applications where a very high quality look is required. So a drama production, a budget feature, a commercial, pop promo, that's the kind of application that we think the F3 is really going to be at home in.
It starts from the front back. If you can put a decent piece of glass on the camera and you've got a decent sensor and a way of recording that, then you're in a great place.
So the F3 in terms of media is very flexible. We can record onto S/S cards within the camera, or we can come out via HD SDI in 422 onto an external tape machine or a hard disk recorder, for example, or we can record with an option at 444 using RGB and S-Log, again coming out onto an external recorder. That could be an HD Cam SR machine, very, very high quality. And in future we're going to develop SR memory external recorder, huge capacity, very high data throughput for fantastic picture quality onto a non-linear media, which we think is going to be the future.
The F3 is in the realm that I could afford on a project. Factual television hasn't got the biggest budgets, so our equipment unfortunately has to be, it's not the top end. It also needs to be transportable. Size is great on this camera, it's a modest package size-wise.
The DSLR will give you a really interesting image, but you actually try and shoot drama, or you try and shoot moving things on a DSLR with a stills lens, it actually becomes very complicated and it's very tricky. The fact that it will take a PL lens, which is calibrated correctly and has got witness marks on it, and you can rely on that, and you actually start getting a camera that works the way that a normal drama camera works.
This camera is definitely a tool for professionals. The great thing about Sony is they designed this camera from the ground upwards as a camera, not as a stills camera with a bolt-on, so that you can see in its design and its quality.
The last 4 jobs I've shot on different cameras. If this camera had been available, I would have used it.
This camera is incredibly exciting. It really does bring the large sensor look down to an affordable level in a real camera.
So a lot of the technology that we develop for our high-end product, we've brought into the F3. It's a no-compromise product, PL mount, super 35mm sensor, and we think it's going to appeal to a wide range of users.